my lovely foodie famers, welcome back again. Cheers with a little coffee breaker. Let's have a little story time. Hey, thanks for watching the video anyway. That's much appreciated, of course. And let's talk about how I started streaming, or how you can start a stream. Of course, if you have any questions, guys, don't hesitate to ask. Just put it in the comments or even send me a DM. But definitely thanks for watching. Don't forget to like or leave a little subscribe. Much appreciated, guys. But let's go on. I started cooking as a young kid already with my mama in the kitchen, like I said before already in some videos. Then I started having my own education as a chef, learning. So my mama had less costs and I could pay my bills myself already a little bit, provide for myself. That was a big good thing for my mama. Thumbs up. We love you, mommy. Let's go. But how I started streaming, I was a chef for a long time. I even worked in a Michelin star restaurant, like you maybe already know. But I had to stop working as a chef to be more at home for my family. When I missed it too much, I started streaming on the side, first with some gaming, because I love gaming, of course. But then I decided, you know, I miss the cooking so much. Let's use an old laptop and a crappy webcam to start with some cooking streams for the fun. I could create videos too, of course. A lot of people who are in the food creators do short videos, reels or landscapes, but I decided to stream so I could talk with people, interact with people. That's where I fell in love with the most. And of course, moderators you need to have for in the chat, for in your Discord. Very grateful for my moderators as well. Freaking amazing. They always do a lot of work. Of course, other creators like in the background, like my boy Johnny Scottish did a lot of videos in the background, thumbnails like Etu, and the Bauer brothers, of course, with the camera work. But back to how it started, like I said, with a laptop and old webcam. Then I had my first donations when I was pushing through with 3 or 4 viewers. I had my first donations. So I bought myself a Samsung mic from it, a Samsung wireless mic. That was already a big step in my quality of my streaming, of course. In the meanwhile, I tried to create some shorts on YouTube, to do some stuff on social media, because that's free promo, like they say. The Bauer brothers came by now and then too to make some videos for the YouTube, and we were not consistent enough with the videos on YouTube. But with my stream on Twitch, I was very consistent. It started to grow more and more, especially when COVID was there. Unfortunately, COVID happened, but you know, more people were home, so I had more viewers on my live stream. I even became partnered before, of course. I started building myself a food cave. Now, when I built myself a food cave, because I didn't want to start a restaurant anymore, I decided to focus myself more on the content creating. So I started working part-time. That was a big gamble. Then we built the food cave with a bar, with a counter. We bought and built a PC with better quality. I started over to a 2-camera setup, a 3-camera setup, and then even a 4-camera setup. Then we had the Rode mics, better mics, newer mics. We started to get collabs. And then I decided, like, you know, what's going on over here, guys? YouTube is not doing a thing, Instagram as well. But with Twitch, I can kind of start full time. So that was one of the biggest gambles of my life. My old boss kind of wanted me to stay. But I said, you know what? I will work longer for you guys until you find somebody new. I can work with them so they can learn what they need to do, and then I can leave the business and I can start focusing myself on my full-time content creating. Now, there was a blast. My boss was really happy with that decision. So I worked in 2 or 3 people, and then I could leave the business. And the adventure really started, guys, because if you got a part-time or a full-time job next to the streaming or making videos, content creating, YouTubing, TikToking, whatever you like, it's always very insecure, of course. If you got an income next to it from a boss or a company or whatever, it's always a little bit more secure. But you know, you got to take some risks and you got to go for it. So I'm very grateful. Till now, it still turned out well. We're streaming for 9 years now already. Insane. YouTube, we finally became monetized last year, end of last year. And that is very nice too, of course. I'm very grateful for that. And of course, I want to thank everyone like who's always supporting me, helping me, backing me up, try to help out with new tech stuff or whatever if I don't get it, and they learn me. Because you got to learn a lot yourself. If you was a chef and you were still riding on tickets, stuff like that, getting the entrees through, You know, now it's all tech stuff, OBS, you know, I worked with XSplit as well back in the days, but OBS and Stream Elements I work better with myself. But like I said, if you have any questions about the cameras I've been using, the microphones I've been using, what lights, don't hesitate to ask, guys. I'm here to have fun with you guys, but I thought let's maybe do some learning stuff with how I started streaming, how to start streaming yourself. And of course, you can always ask questions about the cooking. What knives I use, what is my favorite pans, my favorite pots, you know, whatever. We are all here to learn and to grow. So thank you for watching the show. Again, like I said, don't forget to subscribe. And let's keep on rocking, guys. Now, in the meanwhile, I got a professional studio. That's the Food Cave, where I'm very grateful for. I will try to show you guys a video from it. We already have an older Food Cave video. When we started building it in 2019 April, but I was thinking to make a new kind of Food Cave video. Since the Food Cave is almost done now, I probably will change some stuff anyway in the future again. But so far, yeah, I'm very grateful for the Food Cave Epic Studio. We can always make a little video from it, and rock and roll it, guys. Let's keep on making videos. I hope you like the gardening videos lately too, of course. I want to make some more highlights. Soon we will drop some more recipes again. But I thought maybe it's a nice subject to start with, how I started streaming, or how can I start streaming yourself, myself, whatever, you know? So thanks for watching again this far, guys. That means a lot to me and it's much appreciated. And I hope I see you next video again. Or on my live streams on Twitch, of course. And don't forget, on YouTube we do live streams too these days. So let's keep on rocking. Peace and lots of love. Foodie Fam for life.